and she's been sleeping with Ulrich, and she's like, oh, I've got a pie for you. He may have given me a pie the other night, but this is a pie. Hello, hope you're all doing well. As you would have seen, I've cut my beard literally seconds ago, and now I look like a fat baby. I think the microphone's just going to stay like right in front of my face. I do apologise if I'm not the best in this episode. I have cottoned on to Google, and I know that you should never ever Google search your symptoms because you'll end up unaliving soon. But no, I have severe eye strain at the minute. So like I've been saying for the last 3 episodes, I've got severe. I felt tired in the last episode, like my eyes were hurting, my brain, like my head, I've been having headaches and stuff. Turns out I do actually have severe eye strain, and I think that's because last week, as I record this now, I read 2 books in one day. I don't have an eye appointment until a week today. I can guarantee I need new glasses as well. And it normally takes about a week to get new glasses, so it's going to be at least 2 weeks until I fix this problem. So if it looks like I'm squinting, I am squinting. Feels like there's just a million tiny little aliens on my brain using it as a trampoline, and like every 2 seconds it's like ba-bam, 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 ba-bam. So I don't have any predictions. That's Regina. Oh, that's is it Beth, Jonas's love interest? Hello. So no, I was completely wrong there. From watching the rest of it, the context of her sticking a picture of Ulrich in the book makes a lot more sense. Now we know what she does towards the end of the episode. Okay, bye. 7:36. Can we talk? We haven't heard anything about the guy that was found, or the kid that was found at the beginning when we was looking for Eric. So I'm guessing it's Yasin.
That is not correct.
So it's only been 3 days since Mikkel
went.
Was
mit Erik und Mikkel passiert ist. Gleiches mit Yasin passiert.
Oh, wait. So there's 4 kids, because they still haven't. It's bugging me because I feel like I've missed something, and I'm really sorry that I'm pausing this early into the episode. There's the kid that they keep forgetting to mention, or they're just not talking about. When I thought that they found Mikkel in episode 1 or 2, they got the facial burns, the same as what Eric had with put the thing over his face, and then it left all like burn marks. It was when Ulrich went to identify the body, and he said that's not Mikkel. They still haven't named this kid. So I was just about to say that kid Yasin is the kid, but then obviously I've just realised, no, there was another kid that went missing at the end of episode 4, which was her friend, which was using sign language with her, so I presume he was deaf as well. But he was the kid whose mum picked him up and then offered, is it Elizabeth, a lift, and she said no because her mum was coming originally. I'm so confused.
Wenn du irgendetwas weißt,
if you do anything at all,
musst du mir das jetzt sagen.
To say that's her mum, she's not being
Dieser Noah, wie sah der aus?
I feel sorry for this kid because Charlotte's a detective. I don't know what her love language is like as a mother, but obviously to her job is a detective, so she's all in about guns blazing of question, like what's this? Give me answers to this, and this kind of thing. And she's basically interrogating her daughter there. And as you just saw, like with the facial expression that she made a second ago, it's almost as if like right now she doesn't need 50 questions from a detective. She needs a hug and love from her mom. Here you can just tell that she's sad. Like she doesn't want questioning from her mom. She wants a hug, and she wants her mom to tell her that everything's gonna be okay. She works at a police station, so can't get one of those like sketch artist people to draw out like a facial reconstruction. He could be Helge. Oh, I don't want to Google it because I don't want to get spoiled. I do it. I don't care. I honestly don't care now. Helgi. I'm not looking anymore. Blue eyes. So I'm going to be staring at everybody's eyes now this episode. See? That's what I was saying. You don't talk to your 8-year-old child, but then again, she's concerned, so she's trying to just get in police mode. Yeah. And he wasn't with the person of the night. Can you look her in the eyes? Oh my god, he can't. He can't! What's that? A book. I'm not even that cold. It's my face that's cold. And it's because my beard's gone. Wait! Wait. I've been saying for so long that the guy with the hood who was from the motel who had the map, I always thought that was Mikkel originally. And then I said it could be... I really don't want to Google it as well because I don't know who he is at this minute, so I don't want to get spoilers. Mads! That was it. And then I thought it was Mads. What if he could be those two? I don't care. What if the guy that did the thing... I'm trying to be PG. The guy that did the thing with the rope in episode 1, what if that was Mikkel?
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Ooh! What if Mikkel's own father is his brother? No, wait, I've just had it horrible. What if Jonas is Mikkel's brother and nephew? I didn't really think about the fact that you could go back in time and then create yourself, in a sense. Mikkel goes back in time, lives his life up to 2019 again, so in 2019 there's two Mikkels. Before he goes missing, there's going to be young Mikkel and then old Mikkel, and old Mikkel has a kid, and maybe one of those kids is one of the kids that are in present day now. That's it, video's over. No. We're back to this again then, are we? Is that adult Jonah? Because he had the map, and I mentioned this in the last video. Maybe this guy who is now in present day is future Jonah, so it's the adult version of Jonah, so we actually do have a future person back in time, which is our present day, but for them it's their past. So now we've got another timeline of like two people again, which is what I was just trying to say with Mikkel, and I was getting confused out with the parents and stuff. That's why he put when, because he was trying to hint at his old self, like his younger self, that time travel was a possibility. Is that right? Oh, my brain is hurting so much.
Hallo?
Hallo Bartosz, mein Name ist Noah.
Noah.
Woher kennen Sie meinen Namen?
So that's a Noah that we've been trying to figure out who it is, and I think had the cabin in the woods. Hannah is Ulrich's partner. No. Wait, I just realised the implication of what this is. This is a bit sick, because this is the wife or the partner of the guy that did the thing with the rope in episode 1. This is the woman that Ulrich has been sleeping with, and this is the woman who Ulrich is with, and Ulrich has had children evidently here, and she's been sleeping with Ulrich, and she's like, oh, I've got a pie for you. He may have given me a pie the other night, but this is a pie. I'm thinking about you in these hard times. It's not the only hard times I've had recently. You're not going to offer her to come in and have a piece of pie? He's already full on pie though. Get your mind out the gutter, Aaron. Where is he? In the shower. Why, are you looking for a little pie? Shut up.
Kannst du mich vielleicht mitnehmen? Ich bin mit dem Fahrrad da.
A ride? What kind of ride?
Ich kann Ulrich dich mitnehmen.
Yeah, of course he can give you a... Just shut up, Aaron. Apparently I've come into this episode with the dirty jokes. It could be Noah. Is this Noah? But then he said he was tall.
Für mich zustellen. Es müsste bis heute Abend zugestellt sein.
Jonas, see? Yeah, he's sending something to Jonas.
Ich habe den Kontakt von Eriks Dealer. Und ich treffe ihn.
Wait, Eric's dealer was his... I don't know if it was his father or his uncle, but it was the guy that drove the van. He was like the handyman that drove the van that turned out to be a relative of Eric's because he said, find my boy. But he's just said that he's been in touch with Eric's dealer, which was the guy who drove the van. That's confirming that the guy with the van is Noah, which would make sense because there's that cabin in the woods. Which makes sense because if Eric's father, or I'm just going to say that it's his father for now just to make life easier. If the guy who is Eric's father is the dealer, he has the van, there was tyre marks. If he lives in that wooden cabin, there was tyre tracks to where the bodies are found, and there was also the red soil which was outside the cabin. If he is the dealer, then he's Noah, and he could have offed Eric because Eric might have stole his supply that he was planning on selling to other people. So if it was his nephew or something, like distant cousin, or not cousin, but like his long list of like relative whatever, Noah could have unalived Eric dumped his body, which is why there's tire marks, because he used the van that he used at the factory, not the factory, the power plant. And we haven't seen inside the cabin yet. Well, we have. Charlotte went inside the cabin and says it's a bit dark, and I was like, I made a joke out of it. It was unnaturally dark. It was like pitch, but not like dark as in there just wasn't light. There was like an absence of light. It was just pure black, like dark, like no light or anything. Is there something happening in that cabin? And is the guy from the plant who was supplying Eric the drugs Noah? Like, is that Noah? That wall, sorry, this looks, I don't normally mention, I mentioned it in Summer Hikaru Died because it's anime. This is such, that is such a horrible green screen, you can tell, because look how in focus the sofa is, and then look how kind of backdrop, like there's no depth, there's no kind of depth perception on the, I know it could just be plain wallpaper and not actual bricks, but look at like the hairline in front of the bricks, like that isn't obvious. Like the couch is real, but that is just a green screen.
Kann ich auf dich zählen?
Is it going to be his backup for Charlotte? And that was from Noah. The watch came from Noah to Elizabeth. I'm just going to keep calling her Elizabeth until I find out if it's wrong or not. But the kid with the hat that went missing, who's deaf, Charlotte's daughter. So it went via Noah to Charlotte's kid to then Charlotte. So somebody's obviously given it to Noah. Who is Noah? And this is the new, they said that there was a new father. I was going to say daddy. There's a new father in town. So this is the new father. Oh! Noah is the father. Noah's the new father. So everything I just ranted, I'm going to keep it in because it adds like plot context to my process of thoughts and everything. Oh, don't tell me this whole show is going to be some like ritual friggin' religion based. I'm not going to be happy because I really dislike shows that use religion as its core theme. I'm not religious at all. If you are religious, like, good on you, I don't care. But me personally, I don't like, I think religion, I'm not going to in fact say anything because I don't want to talk about religion on here. So he's trying to break things off with Hannah. Yeah, obviously.
Das kann man nicht einfach so abstellen. Guck mich an.
Was ich brauche.
It's for you to get out of my life. Thank you. Is he going to say it?
Mich nicht an. Komm
Yeah.
nicht vorbei. Lass uns einfach in Ruhe.
Ich glaube ja nicht, dass ich dich einfach so gehen lasse.
Bist du sicher? Wir müssen nicht, wenn du nicht willst.
Are they talking about the hanky-panky or?
Aber du besagst Gummis.
Yeah.
Wenn ich noch eine Zeit hier im Krankenhaus bleibe.
This is leading me back towards the theory that the guy that was in the hotel that gave the hotel lady the parcel to give to Jonas is Mikkel again, because if he was in a home, he obviously stayed at the hotel because he didn't have a home to be at, and he would be the right age to be Mikkel.
Haben Sie Kinder? Nein. Ich hatte einen Sohn, der ist kurz nach der Geburt gestorben.
Just after he was born. What if the guy from episode 1 with the rope was her child? What if she thinks that the child unalived after childbirth, but what if hospital, because we know that the hospital is linked to the nuclear power plant because the guy in this current, like the past, rang the hospital and mentioned the name, the same surname as the lady that was in charge of the power plant. So there's a connection between the power plant and the hospital. What if there was experimenting on time travel and they sent a baby through time and they said to this lady that the child passed away so that they could then take the child and send the child in time.
Als damals mein Bruder verschwunden ist, haben die hier so ziemlich jeden Fehler gemacht, den man sich vorstellen kann.
So they didn't do a very good job at looking for Madsen by the sounds of
Die
it.
Leuten der Mittler waren versoffene Vollidioten.
And where is Regina's mother? We haven't seen her yet. Right, as the old one, I mean,
Unsere
as an old
Kalender stimmen
person.
nicht. Das Jahr ist eigentlich nicht 365 Tage lang. Wir sind sozusagen immer ein bisschen aus der Taktung.
Every 33
Sterne,
years
die
it's like the
Planeten,
stars.
das ganze Universum
Oh.
ist wieder auf der exakten...
Wait, are they going to go all sci-fi instead of religion? The stars, the planets, the whole universe returns to... So it's basically like a reset. I've been looking at this wrong the whole time, saying that it's time travel in a sense of like you just open a door and you've got a free, like you can freely walk back and forth through time. But what if I've been wrong? And obviously they keep saying, I've said this before and I don't know why I didn't think about it before. They've been saying like it's happening again.
Besessen von solchen Dingen, Big Bang und Big Crunch.
The guy that passed the job down from the power plant to the Regina's mother. What if the old guy was her grandpa? That's the guy that sent the parcel. at the thing, that's who I said could be, yeah, that could be adult Jonah.
Ähnlich.
Like who? Mikkel.
Dein Vater.
Kennen wir uns?
He's got a spot to the right of his nose.
Aber ich kannte.
He's got like a slight, like, where if you look at my mouse, like he's got one there. No, because that's too far. That's there. This other one was like here. So it doesn't look like it's the same person.
Noch gut an ihn erinnern. Mir damals das Leben gerettet.
Mikkel is his cousin if episode 1 guy and Ulrich are related. I literally don't know who's who anymore. Michael. Are you shiting me? Michael is rope guy from episode 1 because we know that his father, 1975, that's the same year. I did say Mads's gravestone was either 73 or 75 because I know because I've got a brother and his birthday is exactly a week after. It's the 12th of November. Is Michael Mads?
Oh, no.
Findest du mich eigentlich schön?
The rope guy is called Michael and he is called Mikkel. Is Mikkel and Michael now the same person? Oh my god.
Hallo Mikkel, Junge aus der Zukunft.
Hannah, yeah, so that is definitely her. So he's back at the cave.
Augen größer als sonst. Und ihre Worte flossen wie Wellen.
But I thought they found his body. I've been saying for ages, is that locked thing some sort of time travel device?
Gestern, als würde sie es vor sich sehen. Bis heute
Travel, and then today was a veil that shrouded in shadow that was real to her. Who is Martha's mother? The old world came to haunt her like a ghost.
Ihrem Traume zuflüsterte, wie die neue.
Then what's she
Von da
doing?
an wusste ich, dass sich nichts ändert. Dass alles bleibt.
Oh, is she gonna see the, yeah,
Das Spinnrad sich
it's a bit
dreht.
creepy, bit gross. Red light blood that clues together all of our deeds.
Nicht lösen. Aber schneiden kann man sie.
Wait, Mikkel, he had the, Jonas got the thing from the bike, which I think might have been Mikkel's bike in present day, and he got the red rope thing, and it was like a string, and she's now on about time travel, well not time travel, but like looking about seeing the past and then seeing the present day as like a veil, and how, look, how the red, the thread, red like blood, which is exactly what he got from the bike, and it can be severed. You can't unravel the knots, but you can be severed, so that's basically saying that you can't change an event. You can't change an event because it's set in stone in the sense of the strings, like the travel, like the A to B. It will always happen, which means that they're probably insinuating that it will always, like the time travel, the 33 years will always happen because the Earth is, while the Earth is spinning, you're always going to get time, so you're always going to get 33 years later, which means that the unraveling, they're basically saying, from what I'm getting from that is, every 33 years that you can't stop it, there will always be a time displacement every 33 years. He says that you can cut it, so is that insinuating that somebody can travel through time, but then you could potentially unalive them at a point to then change? The rope won't be cut because the time travel will always happen from A to B, like Mikkel will travel into the past from present day. That can't be changed, that will always happen. But you could potentially unalive Mikkel in the past once he's gone to the past because the event has happened, so you're therefore severing the rope. Yet something remains behind that cannot be severed. No, don't say that you've got his back and you haven't. I hate people that lie. It was her that rang him at 7 o'clock in the morning. But then it's kind of shady for her to be stringing Bart along. I mean, I get people get lonely. I'm probably one of the loneliest people. I get that, but it's not fair for her to treat Bart as like a second best kind of backup. So he's meeting Noah. No! No! You are exactly the Oh, wait. No, I am right. I was about to say, it's the past. This is present day. You are wrong. You are the same age. He's a time traveler. He's a time traveler. He's got the power to time travel because he's exactly the same age here as he was in the past when we met him. Was it at the hospital? In the cave, in the woods, is the door to the power plant. That might not be the door of time travel, because that's where I thought that the time travel started at the power plant. That could just be a nifty little doorway to pass through just for ease of access. The log cabin, when Charlotte went to the log cabin, there was complete darkness in the cabin, and I said that's like unnatural darkness. So is that the time travel? Is that the place where the time travel starts? Because we know that there was a guy in the woods, which Elizabeth said that she spoke to Noah, who was in the woods, which would have meant that Noah was the guy in the cabin, which means that the cabin has the red soil next to it with the tire marks. Noah has access to the log cabin in the woods. And he must be loaded, because look at that car, and he's also obviously got a driver, so he must have a lot of money. Oh, I knew it, I called it. No, be honest. She's asked you an outright question. It's not a very nice question. Come clean.
Papa,
So that is a father. I was right.
wenn jemand mit jemandem
Oh, so she's not about
was macht,
Ulrich and
das ist falsch.
Catherine. Stitches get stitches. Wait, you little bitch! That was a consensual. What Ulrich and whatever her name is, did in that room that she spied on was they both mutually agreed, because she even says, wear the condom because I don't want to have a child and I don't want to get AIDS. And is that jealousy? Is she jealous of because present day, obviously she is now sleeping with Ulrich in present day. There's two other people involved. They would speak to them. He choked her. She would clearly, all he has to do now is go to Kathleen, look at her neck. If there's bruises or at least just redness around her neck, he knows that she's not lying. But then again, if there was rough when they was having the fun, she could have red marks there anyway. But all he's got to do is just go and check and at least just speak to them. Why did they not just go to the girl, like to Kathleen, or whatever her name is, and ask for her side? They're just automatically presuming from what Hannah's said, but Hannah's got no proof of it. Tape. There's no tape. They made it a point that when he went into the cave, he climbed over tape, and he's now exiting the cave and there's no tape. So, and he's got the suitcase. Has he gone back in time? Or Back to the Future, where there's no tape. So he's not in present day. It looks like a radiation detector thing. And what's that? Yeah, but that looks like a futuristic light. That does not look like a present day light. Because that's definitely not something you'd see today. Do not open before, no, but before. What is it with 1013? Michael left that woman, Enos, the note that said don't open before 10:13. I can't remember what the date said. Is Enos his grandma? Because then that means that Michael could be, like I mentioned earlier, Enos's son. That's the same note. That's the note that Enos had. That's the book. No, just...
Man kann versuchen, sie zu unterdrücken. Ein Wanderer in der Dunkelheit. Am 4. November 2019 bin ich durch die Zeit ins Jahr 19...
It's Mikkel!
Junge aus der Zukunft.
Jonas's father, who Enos is now putting the thing on Michael's grave in present day. Enos adopted Mikkel as a child, who grew up to be Michael, who then had a child with Hannah. Mikkel had a child with his aunt, who is now Jonas in the past, like in present day. So Mikkel hung himself in episode 1. It was Mikkel that did the thing in episode 1 with the rope. Mikkel is Jonas's cousin and father. Ew.
Aus Mikkel wurde Michael. Ich hoffe, du kannst mir verzeihen.
The guy who just time traveled just now, who sent the box to Jonas, said that he knew the guy who helped him out, which means that the guy knew Mikkel, which means... Is that Mads? I was saying it all along. Now know that Mikkel is Michael and Michael is Mikkel. Does Mikkel find Mads in the past?
Michael.
This is the guy that had the time travel... Well, he had that box that I said looked like it could have been a time travel device. And he's just travelled through time, which means that this could be the future... or it could be the past.
Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Gerne mit Ihnen über die Zeit unterhalten.
So is that box the time travel device? Oh my god, that was the best episode I have ever seen. Like, that was the best episode so far. I've been recording for 2 hours and 13 minutes. This, every time I record, I don't record longer than an hour and a half. This is going to take so long to edit. We're literally only halfway through season 1, and obviously there's season 2 and 3 yet as well. And we've just figured out one of like the most important things so far. I love that. I hope you enjoyed that episode. I am not going to have much of an outro. Like, literally my brain is beyond, like, I thought my brain was fried at the beginning of this episode. Just imagine someone's like chopped my head open, pulled my brain out, put it in a liquidizer, and then poured it back into my brain and put my head back on. And my brain is just like sloshing around. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button I forgot to mention at the beginning. If you're watching this on YouTube, then episode 6 is already available on Patreon now. Check Patreon link below. I am a week ahead on Patreon. I should also, actually, when this episode is going live, episode 2 of Devil May Cry should be on Patreon by now. I'll see you in episode 6. Bye, 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 bye.